money by you, where Channel went. Obiba wa Mosio. Josiah Blai wa Mosio.
Possible, no matter double, ga oji do myself. Posi pomu e no ma to mi mu e. Do eju ojule. Nu de kwa lo nu ati o. Sabaso de se we ma wo. I say boy ba we tin e who say jayo. To say play yo. On son le ablewe. Can you pro reach one game on son le ablewe. Dem we ma no lo yan de we. Boy ba we tin e who say jayo. Koli babu, koli komuwe, ne mambo bingo zemuwe. Ete ina kwa pate ari. Aisale o, sabato le na baba sewe mawo. Tobio, awoluwe, tobe woluwe dio. Amba dige mama milisiwe. Maya rotowe, tobie, maya rotowe. Matonu na nyowe kako anu nyowe, popile nezo. Àwọn ìwé kófílẹ ní oṣù tí mo lọ sàn rí abẹ́wẹ́. Ẹ̀wọ̀n ìbáwẹ̀ tí yẹn ń ṣe jẹun. Ẹ̀wọ̀n ní màrí òjì o. Igi tẹ̀lé sọ bíkì jẹ́lẹ̀ yàwé ya. Ètò ìbá pàdé sọ. Tòlóyàn pé àgọ́ dẹnu yàn wẹ̀ o. Tòlóyàn pé àgọ́ dẹnu yàn wẹ̀ lé o. Bàtí ìjọba òjì o. Mo bèbè yé bàtí wèbè. AKA M photo. Ètò bí àjíwò ti gbé yàwó. Ẹ̀wọ̀n ìbáwẹ̀ tí yáyà bọ̀ yé òjì gbé yàwó. Kwíkẹ̀ bá. God out, it's a male. Bravo, Peter can wait. You get on the get I'm going to watch your bubble, Jackie. For the player, look my son at the air. For the biggest way, I'm on with it. For the Baba,
yeah, ladies and gentlemen, another brand new edition of Voice and Sound coming your way from these United States of America. Sam Walcott and Patrick Bolue, Darke Saryorpodeh Esoteric. We are coming back.
Also, Baby, so what be ya? So, CKA, Roger Pay, okay, okay. If I'm here, we are low. Now, no, Gio, my son, I play away.
Let me make sure and do a sound check from my end, guys, to make sure we are on course with audio. Hold on a second here. Let me do that. We are on course with audio. Hold on a second here. Let me do that. Okay, good. Audio is good. All right, perfect. That's what I want to know. All right, guys, please share for us as
Balujalo mono ire adao. Okay, you know mommy cake. The Yaya boys, we are back. Yeah, boy, Baba, who say down?
Hold on there and listen. The biggest online platform is back and we are ready. It's the voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora. Your one stop for information, debate, and discovery. Join us every Thursday at 12 o'clock p.m. EST, 4 o'clock p.m. GMT, and 12 midnight in the Philippines, where power, progress, and the people take center stage. The program is with your host, Darke Saryorpodeh Esoteric, the mouthpiece of the God, and your bread and co-host, Shirley Sneh. They are bringing the heat, the truth, and the talk every single week with spotlight, sports, education, politics, and so much more. Listen and listen very well. The program features deep dives and critical analysis from Christian Tababo, Patrick Bolue, Sarah Ellis, Sam Walker, and Sagacious Success Barlow. Don't miss out. Catch us live on Facebook and YouTube. Just search Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora. The program is every Thursday, and you know why? We bring the conversation to you. Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora, where your voice matters.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, make sure we are on course here with the sound. All right, let's see. Let me bring that flyer down. And let's get the ball rolling here. My guys are punctual today, and I love that. Let's see. Let me get on camera here for you. All right, so let make sure double check my sound one more time here, please. Give me a second. Okay, I'm good. Perfect. That's okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Voice of Sinoe. Let me get on screen here for you. All right. Yes, I got two panelists backstage right now. Sam Walker and I know veteran journalist Patrick Bolue. So I like to bring Patrick here. Hey, Patrick.
Hey, see what's up, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you?
Boy,
Yeah, your audio or your stuff is low. Let's see. Patrick is freezing over. Let me bring Sam here. Hey Sam. Sam, are you there? Let's test your audio, buddy. Sam, I'm not hearing you, buddy. So yeah, you guys it's not. Hey Patrick.
yeah, so the internet tries to kick. Yeah. So again, I'm saying to you that I'm good here, and we are happy to be back with another edition today of the show. We look forward to having a great conversation and talking the issues that matter most to our people and to our world. Thank you again for
Is that Patrick? Is that from an end, or I mean, your audio? You used to have very good audio before, so I don't know. Yeah, your audio is kind of a little bit faint today.
Okay, let me try something here. One minute.
Okay.
1 minute.
Okay, so I'm saying, see you.
Yeah, no, it's
good to be back today with another edition of the show. We're happy to have a very great discussion today, a very great conversation on the issues that matter to our country, to our continent, to our world, and everything that matters to your human race. So thank you for unveiling yourself today and being back with us today. See you.
All right. I think it's a fan too. It got background noise.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it's good now. Okay. Yeah, it's good now.
What's going on?
Yeah, your audio is good now. It's
What's
good now,
going
Patrick.
on?
You're good now, Patrick.
What's going on, my son?
Patrick, your sound is good. I'm hearing you.
And, am I okay now?
I'm hearing you, yes. He's not hearing me. You are good, Patrick. I'm hearing you very well. All right, let me see. Let me put Patrick backstage here and bring Sam. Hey, Sam. Sam,
Yeah,
are you
I'm getting
hearing
it.
me?
I'm getting it.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, I'm getting it.
Okay, try to make sure we have the sound issue settled from the beginning before we start to go ahead with the show. So, how is Morovia?
Well, Patrick, Monrovia is fine. I mean, you live within what is, I mean, what you expect, what you know, Monrovia everyday life is okay with us in as much as we are here. I mean, as citizens, I mean, you've been getting all about the trending issues, ranging from both the private and the public sector. And we are here, I mean, to do what we are about to do for our people. So I want to say thank you again. It's a long time being, I mean, being away on the platform. It's on the, I mean, other tight schedules, I mean, workload, and you just think about the rest of the other thing. You know, to live in Liberia, Monrovia is not an easy thing. I mean, even to get through the internet and all these things, every other thing just require time. So, I mean, the opportunity once again is been afforded us to come on the platform to, I mean, informing our people what happened there. So we are here again. Thank you.
All right, Sam, thank you. So what you guys do, if you are not talking, you put yourself on mute so that our audio will be good. Patrick, let's try Patrick one more time. Hey, Patrick.
Yes, I'm here again, and let me welcome Sam to the show after a long time. See you, it's going to be back again.
Okay, yeah, Patrick, like, I don't know what device you're using. At least from my side, your audio, you are coming through, but your audio is low from my end. So I don't know what device you're using right now. You have pretty good audio before.
I don't know, I don't know.
Okay, let's leave it as is, Patrick. Let me not give you guys hard time. You know, let leave it like that. I'm hearing you, but I'm just saying this. You should have a pretty to use your word bustling sound before. Yeah. All right, Patrick, guys, let's get the show on the way here. We are 11 minutes into the program. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Patrick, Sam Walker, Darke Saryorpodeh Esoteric. The Queen is not here today, Shirley Sneh. As a matter of fact, you say two queens who has Sarah Ellis. Sometimes she comes to contribute. And our man, Tobabo, has been away for a while. Sam just said he's been away for a while because of workload. And Sam, we are again elated to have you back. Hopefully, you will kind of be able to double task, multitask, and to make sure that you are here to get your perspective on things that are going on in Sinoe County and Liberia as a whole. So, Patrick, this is the game plan on the show today. Let me put us in presentation mode. This is how we always start the show. Again, our viewers, we want to say thank you so much for joining us so early like this. That is pretty good. Please make sure as well and share the show for us, and also go on our YouTube page, Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora, and subscribe. We will highly appreciate that as well. All right, so Pete, this is how I want to begin the show, Patrick, and I met Sam. I saw this flyer, and one of our lawmakers, District Number 1, Sinoe County, Honorable Romeo Kuya celebrated his birthday. I try to follow what's going on Facebook. So I saw this, and I just thought we should start the show by doing a shout out to our lawmaker. We may not agree with him, but he's still our leader. And I think it will be apt to start the show by doing a shout out to him. So Sam, go first, please.
I mean, someone just called me, and there was a little interruption. So I don't know whether you can recap.
Yeah, I'm saying, are you hearing me? Sam, are you hearing me? No, he's not hearing me right now. It looks like he's frozen there. Yeah, he is. I will let him to come back again. Patrick, you're on mute.
Yeah, I'm yes to you.
Yeah, let's do a shout out to our lawmaker.
Yes, indeed. Thomas Omekuya did not only celebrate a birthday recently, he celebrated a milestone. He celebrated a well-lived, well-accomplished, well-fulfilled life. It was a celebration of legacy, and I think his impact in Sinoe, his contribution to education development and society, I mean, is so immeasurable. Not that his birthday was also celebrated, but his birthday came on the margin of a publication of a book published in the release by him called "The Dividends of the Dividends of Resistance." Yeah. So, queer birthday celebration is something that I appreciate so much because I know from his less than 2 years working as a lawmaker, he is so far regarded and graded as one of the, successful representatives who is working in line with the core function of a lawmaker. Recently, in fact, his lobbying and oversight engagement with the Ministry of Finance with support from Guinea Bissau County lawmakers, Maryland County lawmakers, secured $500,000 for the restoration of water to Greenville and modernization of the city infrastructure. I mean, that was something oversight can do. Yes, oversight can do more for when lawmakers are engaged than rather things that come from their personal pocket. Yeah, they don't do much. Also, we saw his engagement also with the Liberian, the Tibet community, where he's also doing the sanctioning of the football field there, at least so that economic dividends can come to the community. Every time they hold events in the football field, they can raise some money, resources there. That project is going on in phases. From the fencing, then we go to the development of the stage and then the stadium itself. So that's another remarkable project that he has done. Yesterday, the CEO of Sinoe County reported to us yesterday that in fact, is currently sponsoring 4 teachers in Number 1 in the Gmk School District to teach the high school sections there as a solution. He's also doing an elementary school project here in Gmk to give education to the young people as well. Recently, he focused on
Patrick. I don't want you to give the resume of Mr. Kuya. And what I want you to do also is whatever device you're using for on a serial note, your audio used to be very good. So maybe you want to disconnect whatever you're using on your device right now to improve the quality of your audio. Your audio is not too good. It's very low. So maybe
am I okay now?
Perfect. You're perfect right now. You're perfect right now.
It's perfect now?
Yeah, you're perfect. Just like your fan or whatever you have in the background.
But I can hardly hear you too.
Yeah, you have to maybe take the
What's
headphone.
going on? I'm coming. What's going on?
You are good, Patrick. So take the headphone off.
All right. So So thank you. So then to conclude now, because this is not a time to profile
to give the man resume to me.
I need to go and come back. Let me see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hearing very well, but I don't know. All right, guys. Yeah, the guys are having a little technical problem over there with the audio. But to the viewers, I want to say welcome. Let me see some of the comments right now. Let's see there. Good afternoon. Let's see. Patrick is back. Let me bring Patrick back here. Hey, Patrick. Let's try again.
So am I okay now?
Yeah, you're good. That's fine.
Yeah, great. So this is not the time to profile or queer, but again, I just want to say to him, congratulations, happy birthday, belated to him. Let him keep working using oversight. No, irrespective of the criticism that he's not doing things personally, he's not putting in his pockets to build toilets, to build this, to build that. But the fact that he uses oversight, the fact that he uses the role, the function of a lawmaker to get things done,
that alone is enough for the people. If every lawmaker is doing this, honestly, citizens will not be begging lawmakers all over the place, for trivial things and things that they can do personally. Kuya, thank you so much. Congratulations and belated happy birthday to you.
Sam, you want to unmute yourself? Sam is always having issues. Yeah, he froze in there again. All right, Ben, the spokesperson of the elders and the ancestors, I also like to use this opportunity to say belated happy birthday to our lawmaker, Thomas Romeo Kuya. Wish you many more happy returns. I for one, Patrick is singing all the praises to you, but I want you guys to be around so that I will have constructive criticism to do. Sometimes you get it right. Sometimes, for the most part, you get things wrong. And I'm not a Patrick who is an apologist. Who would not call you out. The voice of Sinoe is here. The spokesperson of the elders and the ancestors is here. To give the laudation where it is due and to constructively criticize when it is needed. So we wish you many more happy returns and keep working. Like Patrick said, you are doing marvelous. The man presenting you like you are the angel. Okay, so I don't know whether people will corroborate that story, but that's another day. That's something we will talk about another day. Patrick, another thing that I want to start with, my stepfather also celebrated his birthday, Mr. Fanamo. Some people say funnyable, but in the Western world, we use the word, we kind of Westernize or Europeanize everything. So Mr. Fanamo celebrated his birthday, and I did a post. I really appreciate all the many comments from you guys. I really do appreciate that. And Mr. Fanamo is a wonderful man. Since he came in the life of my mother, he has been joy. He's very quiet man. He's knowledgeable. He has been in the U.S. forever, and so a lot of the times when he's speaking, I have to listen to men speaking serious. But joke aside, he's a very wonderful man. And Mr. Fanamo, who wants to say happy birthday to you again, and many more happy returns. Patrick, you want to do a quick shout out to him so we can get to our topics?
Yes. So to our birthday father, yes, indeed. I would call him to my stepfather too because your mom, your mom is my mom, and so yes, I want to say belated happy birthday to you. But you, Doug, you pay a fine, for not making this introduction a long time ago. Yeah. So you're gonna pay a fine.
Definitely, we don't mind doing that. All right, Patrick, I like to show some things from the beginning, right? So I wanted to ask you, I want to put a picture up here, let me put us here first so you can see that the Trinity here, Sinoe County Trinity. All right, now this is the image. I got two images that I want us to look at before we get to our topics, okay? This one, the first one is our lawmaker. What do you make of this picture? What do you see when you look at this picture?
Yes, I think.
Let me put this one. Let me get two. These are two seditions, two lawmakers. Relatively speaking, they are young guys. When you look at these two pictures, right? What do you see?
Well, I think one thing I see so far is UFO experience. Yeah, you can see in their posture, their look, their everything. You can see that exuberance, ambitious exuberance, and you could see that they are highly decorated with some, I don't know, should I say jewelry, attire, or one of it's African. Oh yeah, and so for instance, look at Edison's finger. You gotta go there. You could look at his, his wrist. His wrist also bears, another gold, and you could see the dark shades. Yeah, so Yes, I mean, it's young men. I mean, any man could do this. Any man could do this.
Thank you. This is what I see. This is what I see. I mean, like, I mean, when it comes to attire, they dress well, that I can give to them, right? But it is not my focus, not looking good. What I look at is, Patrick, you see, every environment has a dress code, right? There are certain things you can do in the club that you cannot do when you go to work, okay? So where these guys are, they are at work, okay? Patrick, it is unprofessional to wear sunglasses on the floor of the house. I don't know what their rules are, but I don't think they have that in their rules that you can go to work addressing the people and you're wearing sunglasses. Patrick, that is unprofessional. I don't know what their work etiquette is in a building. Just anybody can just go there and just do anything. This is unprofessional. And I think, yes, why would you be, where in the world, besides Liberian lawmakers that do these things, that go in the parliament because they don't take the people's job seriously. So they go there to bluff. And so they wear sunglasses in the Capitol building. No sun going on over there. It's not hot. They call it sunglasses because when you are outside, the sun is hot. And that's why you wear them, to protect your eyes. But no sun in the building. Why are the guys wearing sunglasses in the Capitol building when they are doing the people work? Are they drunk? Did they smoke and they want to conceal their eyes from the people? If you wear reading glasses, it will be appropriate in this environment. But you don't wear sunglasses. So this is unprofessional. I don't know why the guys, they know what they are doing. I don't think they know what they are doing. But Patrick,
that's why, if I see you, that's why I summarize everything to say it's all out of youthful exuberance. Yeah. It's just
all right. Yeah, that's an observation. So hopefully the guys will change. They will take the people's job seriously and start bluffing. This is not bluffing job. People are suffering. No medication. Children are walking barefoot in their own country. They're carrying boxes on their heads. I mean, if you go to the hospital, no medication. You are in a serious job here. It's not a bluffing job. So you see Safoko and this Sonny Boy Noah guy, these seditions. That why the people kicked Judge Weah out of power, because the guys they took the job to be something, to be bluffing, to wear sunglasses in the Capitol building. That's ridiculous. All right, now, Patrick, another thing, preliminary thing that I want to start with is this one right here. I've been seeing this vehicle as well on Facebook. So Patrick, if you look at this vehicle as well, what do you see? What do you make of it? Yes, I want you to go first, and I will give my observation too. Go ahead, Patrick. What do you see? They have been posting the vehicle on Facebook recently from Sinoe County.
Well, from what I have learned so far, this vehicle is one of two vehicles. This vehicle is one of two vehicles being described as buses or school buses for students in district number 3, Sinoe County. Yeah. So, I learned that these buses will be presented in December as gift for the students, and then no one. Okay, they'll be presented as gift to the students at Tajiwon, between Tajiwon and Johnson district for use by students. So you can see the picture of the representative who is donating them. You can also see the picture of students decorated on the buses. So yeah, although no one is donating buses to schools in Johnson district, in fact, the Johnson school system and Tajiwon school system will be having
buses, Patrick.
On land, there are two. There's green one and another one looking yellow. These are mini. Even though people call them buses, but a lot of people call them minivans.
Okay. All right. First of all, Patrick, we want to I want to say thanks to Mr. Noah, right, for donating or wanting to donate buses to 2% of the population in his district. Okay, at least our children. I mean, I don't know how long they will last for, but that's another thing. But I want to say thanks to Mr. Noah for donating vehicles for our children to go to school, even though the schools he's doing the reverse, right? Get the schools get quality in the schools first. Get the material. The children cannot be sitting on leaking buildings, and you give them buses, okay, to go in leaky building with no teachers, with no quality, nothing, no computer, nothing. All right. So you get the vehicles. I mean, again, thanks to Mr. Noah. But yeah, it's a problem I have with the vehicles, right? Or the vehicle, at least they were on the string. Patrick, you see, when I gave you something, when I donated something to you, first of all, I mean, like, let me just make the observation. I'll come to other things. Patrick, when I giving you something and I put my picture all on it, I mean, like Mr. Noah is doing here, I don't know why he's trying to show. So if I give you something, Patrick, if I don't put my pictures on it, the people wouldn't know that I don't want to give it to you, or you wouldn't know that I give it to you. Why do you have to hold on now, Patrick? Let me finish, then you can come through.
Tell me 1 minute, CEO. 1 minute. So you know what we do, CEO?
No.
Okay. So what we do? I think let's start with this. Let's start the whole show with this thing and push my thoughts. Then you come with a full contextual analysis on what it's trying to say. Because I'm sensing something here that I think this thing it will grab good public attention. Then we can talk about it.
Okay. So yeah, the problem I have, Patrick, is when I'm giving Patrick, for example, this water bottle, all right, and I put my picture, my name, and everything decorated on it. What is that? Why? Okay, the first thing, you see, there are two things. So this is Sonny Boy Noah at work. He is at work with sunglasses in our building, in our office, basically where we're saying to work. Here is Mr. Noah on a vehicle, no glasses on. Okay, I don't know, where do you wear glasses, in the Capitol building or on a vehicle? Okay, anyway, that's what I just want to make that observation, right? But Mr. Noah gave the people that sent him to the Capitol building an old vehicle that they wear white or they painted. That vehicle, to me, it appears like a campaign vehicle. It's not a gift to the people. Because when you say you're giving students buses, right? I want to see school on it. But if you look at the vehicle, no, not besides the children pictures, over here. But it looks like a campaign vehicle to me. You have to see maybe Johnson School District, whatever that way you put on the vehicle. But Sonny Boy Noah decorated the vehicle. He said that school buses for the children, school for education. But he put his picture on, nothing there on about school, about education. It's about him. Okay? Why is it that Liberia's leaders is not only limited to Sonny Boy Noah? Why is it that when we send them somewhere, because what Sonny Boy Noah is doing, he's not doing us a favor. We just need somebody to represent us in the Capitol building, right, Patrick? So all of us cannot be there at the same time. So we send one person to represent our interests. When you're giving something to us, you are not doing us a favor. It's not your personal money you are taking. There is something called legislative funds, okay? Because of corruption in Liberia, right? No country in the world has that besides Liberia. It is the executive that can implement projects, okay? The executive, they will set their development agenda and they will submit it, which will come into the budget right now, through the budget, right? And then the lawmaker will go through it and do what it's supposed to do and they approve it or not approve it, right? But to take extra money and put it in lawmaker, they call it legislative development, okay? And Mr. Noah is taking his picture and decorating our money, basically. Because if Sonny Boy Noah is not in the Capitol building, you will not have legislative fund. So it's because we send him there that when they put that money there and say for your people in your district, all right? So you can't buy a vehicle. As a matter of fact, when you using our legislative funds, you have to come to us and say, oh, this is how much the people give me. Like Snow did the other time. Snow said, you know what? The money that I use to build a basketball court, that legislative fund, that I did a project through LIS. Okay, the man is being fair, he's being clear. That's how you do it. But Sonny Boy Noah does not come to also report how much the people give him. He will go buy all buses from the Mandingo people, and then they will pin it, and he put his pictures all over the place, and he will bring it to us. And he wants me, Darke Saryorpodeh Esoteric, the wise man, the man that the elders they trained under the cola tree for years, to be cajoled by this. I'm not going to take that. You can't put your pictures and your name on the thing as though that your campaign vehicle. This is not your campaign vehicle. If 2029 comes and Sonny Boy Noah is running campaign and he does this, I will be okay with that because that's his campaign. But this is not campaign time. You said this vehicle is for education, but no school rating on it, no Johnson district, nothing. The man just wrote his name on it. Sonny Boy Noah, Alex Sonny Boy Noah, representative district. Okay. That campaign. So, Patrick, go ahead. Because it bothers me when the guys do these things.
Okay. Okay. So first of all, CEO, thank you. I mean, great thoughts and analysis. First of all, Representative no one is wrong. It's wrong. Morally, it's wrong. The law, and it's wrong by the education policy. So here's the thing. Everything can happen in this country, but one place politics is forbidden. One area politics is, if there are two areas or two places you don't take politics. That's the judiciary and the education. Maybe people say health is there too, but education. The education policy forbids politics. So, for example, the representative put his pictures on the buses or on the minivans. He got his pictures there. Now he says these buses are for the students. And he knows very well that he's a politician. He is a politician. All right. He defeated a number of candidates in that district. This picture he got here. Can Central Colo children, see that picture and go to buses? No. They should go to buses, but it's not possible easily because it is not supposed to be. So I think the representative will rethink, maybe do a donation, he will remove the pictures. Or else students will not ride the buses. Trust me, many students will not ride the buses because he already politicized and compromised. The whole gesture. You don't do that. When you give people something, maybe you can put the school picture there, you can put a district flag there, you can put whatever you want to put there, you can put it there. And you have to put your picture, or in fact, you can even say donated by a renown. You can put your name there. Yes, you can put your name on it, not the picture stuck on it like that. Then you running around the district? No. I agree. You can put your name there. Donated by Representative.
I don't agree. Patrick, I live in the US. These lawmakers, they go to Washington, they advocate for funding to come to their county. When they procure anything, they don't put anything on their name with all the BB highways that people build here. They don't put anybody's name on it. They only do that through law. When a big person, they go through in the Capitol building, they make it a bill, they talk about it, when you agree, they put their name, that person's name on the road. Like Martin Luther King, for example, what he did, so he got boulevards all over the United States, right? But Patrick, a lawmaker cannot be in the Capitol building. The vehicle I'm looking at here, Sonny Boy Noah is not a student. So why you got a picture on the student when you say for the students? I want to see 2 students in front on the vehicle, and that's on the board Noah. No Drawson district, no Tiger one, no that representative others on the board Noah. Son, it's not your campaign bosses. Why are you putting your images on it? And the money is not for you. You are Patrick using the word donate. No, Patrick, Sonny Boy Noah is not donating to us. That our money. Okay, when you give people their money back to them, it's not donation. You're not donating to us. Sonny Boy Noah is not donating to us. We send him to the Capitol building to do a job, to represent our interests. So you can take our money and say donating. No, you're not donating to us. The money is ours. All right. So, Patrick, let's transition to something else. And I have been trying to help my brother, but I don't know who he is listening to. You see, when you listen to Moto Jero, when you listen to Sanwaja or Martin Goso, you will get wrong advice. Because these guys have no experience. They don't know what is going on. They are sycophants. They are just sinking present to Sonny Boy Noah. They're scared. They can't even tell you the truth when he's going wrong. Bunch of scary guys. When Sonny Boy Noah ready to toss on that, just look at he intimidates the guys. You know? So they don't even tell you the truth. Why are you putting your name and honorable representative Sonny Boy Noah all over the vehicles? And you say for students. Then look at your campaign vehicle here. I want Sonny Boy Noah to remove his image from our children's school bus. It's not for him. The vehicle is not for Sonny Boy Noah. It's for the district. If you say for the school, then remove your image from our vehicle. Let our children picture alone be there. This one is okay. Sonny Boy Noah picture should not have been here. The children right here is fine. Okay? This is fine. But you can't put Noah here. You are now a student. You don't need your picture. We don't need your picture on our children's school bus. All right, guys. Patrick, let's go to what we are here today. You know, I'd like to start with preliminary. This other one is funny too, but we'll talk about it another day. African leaders or our educated people, they do all these weird things. Why you have to wear, I don't know, wig, but we'll talk about it another day, Patrick. It will be another topic for another day. So, Patrick, this is what we are here for today. We have let's start from our county first. Recently we have our new lawmaker, leader, superintendent that was inducted, Mr. Slewion. So let me put that image out there. Hopefully I got this right here. No, I'll pull it here. Okay, let's get our lawmaker here. Patrick, are you there? You look like you're frozen. Are you good? Okay. So,
yeah.
All right. So I want us to talk about what I call Slewion's vision. He gave a speech, beautiful speech. He laid out his vision. So I want us to talk about. I want to play a little bit of the speech. Not, like a 14-minute speech. We don't have the luxury to play the whole thing, but let's play a little bit of it so that the people will listen to him, and then we go. We'll talk about it. What you got from there, and I will share mine with you. All right. So let me play a little bit of the speech here. Let's see. Share screen, and I'll put this here. All right, this is Mr. Slewion.
Sons, the daughters of Sinoe County, distinguished. Good afternoon. Gratitude to the President and deep loyalty to the people of Sinoe County. I do so not with fanfare, but with fierce resolve, knowing that the road ahead demands courage, clarity, and collective actions. This moment isn't about me. It is about the people of Sinoe, our youth, elders, who have waited too long for promises to turn into actions. Today, we turn the page. Today, we start again. We embrace the arrest agenda for inclusive development, not just as a slogan, but as a strategic plan. One, to end waste, neglect, impunity, and the cycle of business as usual that have deprived our people a county of dignity and progress. To this end, I am announcing 3 immediate. 1.
Hello, Patrick. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm hearing you.
Okay, but were you hearing the audio or the video? You saw it playing?
Yeah. First, it was faint at first, but later on I got it right.
Oh yeah. It was, for some reason, it was frozen, like you're frozen on my side.
Yeah. It was frozen. It was frozen too. I could not hear it clearly. But I followed the speech. I have followed the speech. I have just set it already. So we can go.
All right, good. All right, Patrick, normally I'd like you guys to go first and give your view of what you got from the superintendent speech. Let's see what I can get his image here for us.
Okay, so I think the superintendent delivered a very succinct speech, a concise one too. He was very brief to the point. He summarized his speech into three things he wants to achieve. He talks about audit. He talks about personnel audit, and he talks about a dollar rally, to uplift the streets and uplift public infrastructure in the county. So the fact that he delivered a very short speech, much would be expected of him. Yeah, and I like the fact that he did not. I like the fact that he did not ambitiously state big things or bigger things, and like one of his predecessors, Olichie. Olichie delivered one of the best speeches where he outlined a number of things that could have made him the greatest superintendent ever. But all the big things, the ambitious things he said, none was implemented. So, like Nah Slewion, I think he said himself this. He saved himself the energy. He saved himself the stress. He saved himself the pressure, of announcing ambitious things, ambitious plans. The implementation could have given him some difficulties, So yeah, I love his speech, to the point, very short, But whether implementation is possible, that's the one thing. One, let's talk about the audit. The audit, he says, when the law says he should go back to he should go back to the last 10 years, he will go back. He should go back to the next 10 years, he will go back. And the aspect of audit is so good to the extent that it encourages, it allows accountability. He must know what he's taking over, and he must know what he's inheriting. You can't just jump into a boat. You don't know whether the boat is even movable. So knowing what he's inheriting, knowing where he's heading, the audit will tell him, it will reveal to him. So it's a good move. It's a good start. Any serious leader will want to know about accountability and transparency. So he's there. Once he implements that aspect, he will be on course. How soon and how fast that is done is another thing. Another thing, personal audit. I think it is already ongoing, and I think Senator Darke has raised an issue already. Look, the issue to look at MIA payroll, to cut MIA payroll, to look for debt. It is good to identify ghosts and remove ghosts from the payroll. But chiefs and errors, are the most likely to be affected as the process unfolds right now. This ongoing process that he's undertaking is most likely to affect chiefs and errors who can no longer work, who can no longer farm, who can no longer earn anything on their own. So if you raise the alarm that some of the six chiefs are on payroll and that number is too huge, it also means that the efforts of other leaders in the past to get the chiefs process on the payroll, that process is going to be undermined. And I think that way he is going to face some major bottleneck. For instance, Senator Darke just raised the issue with the Senate. And the Senate is launching an investigation immediately into the situation where chiefs are being targeted in other ways. Saying that there are too many on payroll, they want to remove them for whatever reason. So the Darke is taking charge of it, and I think that way he will face a problem. All he can do now is identify those who are in Monrovia. Identify those who are in Monrovia and are not working, those who have traveled perhaps and are not working. But chiefs who are already in the district, just because you say they are too much, to remove them from the payroll or cut them off, that would be a serious issue. On the last aspect he talked about, a data rally. I appreciate the fact that he has also put the data rally campaign into his policy. The data rally was initiated by a group of young people recently. They called me, they added me to the chat room. They say the streets in Greenville have been so deplorable and very disgusting in their appearances. So they want to raise money in the data rally to pay this to rehabilitate the streets. I'm happy that he, the superintendent, has also brought that vision, and it also makes the whole issue of participatory democracy, achievable on the part of young people. Young people, many believe that maybe they are not at the level they should be, and so their views don't count mostly. But the fact that he considers a plan by a group of young people to raise money through data rally to rehabilitate the streets, and he has also put it in his policy, to make it a county policy to accelerate it. We want to see, we support that idea, and let's see how far it goes, how much can be realized, and what they can undertake, in terms of mitigating some of the challenges that are in the county. So far so good. I think the way my thoughts are.
All right, Patrick. Thank you. Thank you so much for your take. I like to do this. Let's see. Try to change your orientation. All right, good. So Patrick, thank you for your take. But this is I want to be a little exhausted because I took my time and took notes from the presentation by the new superintendent of Sinoe County. First of all, I want to say congratulations to the brother. I know him personally from the U.S. here. Politically, we didn't, especially during the campaign time, we didn't agree. He was with Senator TAJ, and we're on results are, but that's what democracy is, we all have our position. But overall, I like the speech, right? But let me say preliminary things, observation that I want to make first. All right. During the program, I try to pay attention. I don't know whether it was not communicated properly to the people, the occasion, the planning. That's where the problem came from. I don't know for sure. But there was the Sapo mass choir or called to give a selection. They also called the Grebo choir as well. And those two groups, they were not there. I don't know. So it was a glitch there for me. It was a disconnect, because when you are coming to be a leader of unity, from which I heard from his speech, the only choir that showed up was the crew choir, but the Sapo, the Grebo, those groups, they did not show up. I think somebody represented the Sapo choir, one elder, and so that's an observation that I want to make there. The absence of the former superintendent too was an issue for me. Why, Patrick? If you are turning over to me, do you send your representative or you have to be there? So did they, as a matter of fact, did they settle a transitional team for a Slewion incoming team to meet up with Mr. Peter Wille's team to compare note or to give? So the absence of the former superintendent at the program, it was a concern for me also. That's something I should highlight. Lastly, even though it was not part of the program, but Mr. Slewion is now the superintendent of Sinoe County. And during his speech, one thing he said was, he said we should get rid of, eliminate tribalism. Okay? That's something that he said. So right now, when you go on our superintendent page, his name is Cloud P. Okay? I'm told that it means cloud people or crew people. All right. So you cannot be a leader for everybody. All right. And you are saying we should jettison tribalism, and your name on your page, it identifies with one tribal group in the county. Then you are not very consistent. Okay. So I want the superintendent to edit. We want Slewion, that the name they gave me, Arizona Nah Slewion, that's the name his parents gave him. He should not carry a tribal group name or referencing one tribal group, or you are saying you don't want tribalism in the county. That was an observation that I should make before I go into the speech itself. Now, the actual speech, things that I like the fact that, I'm the spokesperson for the elders and the ancestors. So I like the fact that Mr. Slewion is donning or wearing African garment. Okay, his outfit, I love it. Even though it's not this one right here, but it's something similar that he wore during the program. That was good. You represent yourself, your people. All right, you don't go there like me right now. I'm wearing Western suit, but I'm not among my people. When I go there, I dress like the people. All right, so they say when you are in Rome, you added the Roman, right? So right now I'm in Rome, so I have to add the Roman. But Alexander Slewion, that's something I like. He liked the fact that he identifies with the people. You got to be with the people if you are saying you want to be the leader of the people. That's something that I like about his appearance. That was good. Another thing I must highlight, Patrick, I should state what I like first. There are multiple things in the speech that I like. He said he accepts the position. That's something that was good. You have to accept our position. He said he want to serve the interests of the people of Sinoe County. That's something that Mr. Slewion said during the speech. So I will hold him by that, because we have heard a lot of slogans, beautiful rhetoric or rhetorical speeches. They are very beautiful. But Mr. Slewion said he is coming to serve the interests of the people of Sinoe County. That's what I want. I want a leader that will serve the interests of the people, and not yourself, and not your bodies, and not worry gold and diamond like all men Sonny Boy Noah. Okay, that's something I like that when you said that. The man said he embraced the arrest agenda. Okay, that's what Mr. Slewion said. I embraced the arrest agenda, which is the agenda of the president. And cardinal pillar, or one of the cardinal pillars of the arrest agenda, is agriculture. That's pillar number 1. Okay, and so since Mr. Slewion said he embraced the arrest agenda, I want the people of Sinoe County to be full self-sufficient. Let agriculture be major thing in Sinoe County. Let us take that, because back in the day, it used to be Lofa County. They used to call it the bread basket of Liberia. It's no more. Okay? I want us to take that title now. Honor his wife, saying he embraced the arrest agenda, and the first pillar of the arrest agenda is agriculture. Patrick, guess what? I was doing your research, and I was looking at countries that are self-sufficient when it comes to food. America, for example. America is spending 45% of the land in the country farming. China is using about 55% of the land, utilizing it for food production. Okay, when I look at Liberia, it's like 2% of the land we are using for food production. So Slewion embraced the arrest agenda, and I want agriculture to be something that he must focus on. All right. He also said, Patrick, a couple of things that he said he want to fight to end waste, neglect, impunity, and the practice of business as usual. Basically, he reiterated what Joseph Boyka said. During his inaugural speech, the president said, no business as usual. And Mr. Slewion reiterated that. That's something he said. Eliminate waste, neglect, impunity, and the practice of business as usual. Okay? And he said, let me read that for what he said. Practice of business as usual that have deprived our people dignity and progress. Okay? So I want Slewion to restore the dignity and Sinoe County to make progress. Because we can be the 10th original county in the Republic of Liberia. We signed the Declaration of Independence, and we are so backwards, no progress. So that's something I will hold my brother back. Okay, he also announced that, Patrick, you said 3 things. All right, he made immediate actions, I should call it. He said he announced 3 immediate actions that he would take. Forensic audit of the county development funds. Okay, and he said he will invite GAC to conduct comprehensive audit. Okay, for the past several years. Okay, now this one here, Patrick, it has a lot of things in it. He said it is ambiguous, it is vague, because he said past several years. So then the question is, whose administration is he going to start with? Is that Romeo Kuya? Is that Milton Tiaje? Is that Lee Nangwechie? Because he said several years. Okay, so where is he going to begin? That's the question. So I'm watching and see where our new superintendent is going to begin the audit from. Is he going to audit Milton Tiaje that he was supporting? Is he going to audit Romeo Kuya, who were also indicted to get along with Milton Tiaje? Is he going to audit them again? I mean, I want to know, is he going to, is that Peter Wule, you saw he going to audit or lead now with Chie? So when he says several years, it was vague, it was ambiguous, and I think we need clarity on that. But let's see where he's going to begin the audit from. But that's a good step. But then now, part of the issue with that is because our people don't take good things kindly, they don't take it in good faith, right? So audit is not a bad thing, right? But people consider it to be bad. So right now, when you start that, it will be a serious fight in Sinoe County. Other people will say, because he mentioned that, he said this is not a witch hunt, but people will consider it to be a witch hunt. You coming after me, the man say he wants unity, but now you're trying to do audit. So it's not, I mean, even though it's got to be a good thing, because if you serve in public office and you did nothing wrong, obviously you should not characterize somebody auditing you as witch hunt or other thing. If you did nothing wrong, be relaxed and let the appropriate institution conduct the investigation. When you did nothing wrong, you will go free. All right. So that's something Mr. Saryorpodeh said. He said, I will not operate on the foundation of silence. Okay, that's something he said. He's not going to operate on the foundation of silence. He's going to speak out. You're going to be brave. You're going to be courageous and speak to those things. You will not be quiet like other people did before. And partly you already mentioned the personnel audit that you say you want to do. No ghosts. All the ghosts that are on payroll, you're going to eliminate all the ghosts. No more ghosts on payroll. No, in Liberia we say bamboo work, marking where bamboo draw, right? Something like that we say. All right, no more. That era is over. That's what our man said. Okay, no more working without pay. So when you work, according to the new superintendent, you're going to get paid. No more working and no pay. You know, no more invisible labor. That's what he said. People work, you know, they say they are working, that the ghost people you're talking about. So he said no invisible labor. He said you already mentioned the dollar rally. I don't know how much would be generated, whether he has done the analysis. You're going to, because the last census, they said Sinoe County is around, what, 150 something thousand people there. So I don't know how you're going to, so if you do $1, is that the 155,000 or 51,000? That's what you're going to use to build roads. I don't know how many people will pay that, but let's see how it plays out. We'll give the benefit of the doubt. Patrick, he also he said he want to set up. He said he did already set up accounts both for Liberian dollars and American dollars. You know, so for the dollar rally starting for donation and stuff like that. He said money generator will be invested in road, schools, and clinic. Okay, that's something he wants. So, Patrick, when you said the speech wasn't ambitious, it was quite ambitious. A lot of things he said. And I don't know what it is feasible to do them right now. Let's see. He also announced that Sinoe has an official website right now. Myself, I went on it, even though I didn't get information, but it was in different language. But I logged onto the website. He said projects will be posted, everything when you want anything historical about that Sinoe County, you get it. The website will be done. It started. He said predecessor started the website. He did not finish it, but then it will be launched pretty soon. Okay, so if you don't get it, let me repeat it: www.sino.gov.lr. www.sino.gov.lr. That's the website our superintendent announced to us. Okay, so yeah, he's talking about the budget, everything, the projects and historical data. All those things will be posted on our website. So students that want to do research, that want to know stuff about Sinoe County, when they are giving paper, all those things will be listed. That's what our superintendent said. Let's say you talk about 5 strategic priorities. Okay, 5 strategic priorities. Part of the administration pathway. That's why I say the speech was ambitious. Maybe you didn't take more time to pay attention. But one thing he said, you're talking about infrastructure and asset. All right, you're talking about infrastructure and asset. That's something you're going to be doing. Rehabilitate key roles. That's something you're going to be doing. Advocate for rural electrification and digital connectivity. That's something he said he wants to do as well. Agriculture and local enterprise. Okay, that's something he wants to do. Support farmers with tools, training, and access to markets. Okay, that's something he said you're going to do for all. You're talking about agro processing and cooperative growth. You're talking about education and youth development. That's something he wants to do. We're talking about our superintendent speech here, Patrick. I took copious notes, so please, I know I'll come back along with it, but it's important for the people of Sinoe County to know what their superintendent said from the spokesperson of the elders and the ancestors. You're going to strengthen schools and expand vocational education. That's something he wants to do. Invest in youth, leadership, sports, and innovation. That's something he wants to do. Provide healthcare and social protection. I don't know what that means, but healthcare, I understand that, but what social protection, I don't know what the superintendent meant by that. He wants to improve clinics by ensuring that we build health centers with at least 20 rooms on both sides of the banks. You got a left bank and a right bank, so there will be a health center with at least 20 rooms. That's something you want to do is on both sides of the Sinoe River. You also talk about maternal care and sanitation across districts. Okay, maternal care. You will ensure that health workers are equipped, paid, and respected. That's something our superintendent also emphasized during his speech. And he came to governance and trust. Okay, he pledged to enforce fiscal discipline, transparency, and citizens' engagement as a priority. He pledged to empower traditional leaders and community structures. Okay, lawmakers. He came to the lawmakers. He said, to our lawmakers, we need your advocacy, and we pledge our total collaboration. That's why our superintendent also said to our lawmaker and to our partners, he said, we want to offer transparency and results. To our citizens, we ask for vigilance, voice, and volunteerism. Okay, that's something he asks of the citizens. Our superintendent, Nah Slewion, okay, then he said, let us come together to take ownership of our development. Okay, we have to come together. He will not. He said, we will not succeed through handout. Okay, we will not succeed through handout. We got to do it ourselves. We got to put our nose to the grindstone, right? We will grow through system, sacrifice, and shared responsibilities. That's what he said. Our superintendent, Slewion, called on diaspora Liberians, specifically Sinoeans, to come home. Bring your ideas, he said, investment, and networks. That's why he said, come home. When you are in the U.S., you are Sinoean, come home. All right? Even though we don't have roads right now, so if I want to do something, how do I even navigate the roads over there, the bats? He said to the youth, rise up. This is the time to lead, to build, to dream. Okay? To our elders, he also, the people that I represent, our superintendent's speech was holistic. He said, the elders should guide us. Your wisdom is our compass, it's our GPS to our destination. So he needs the wisdom of the elders. Our superintendent also, he said, let us reject tribalism. You see, Patrick, that's why I had problem when his page got, right now it had P, right? When he said, let us reject tribalism, then you can't bear a tribal, you can't be the superintendent, your name on Facebook, it bears a particular tribal group, cloud people, crew people, and you are representing all the tribal groups in the county. So the name got to be changed. So he said, let us reject tribalism, let us reject complacency, and reject the politics of division. Okay? The politics of division should be rejected. Having Cloud P is divisive, Mr. Superintendent. So that has to be changed. Then he said, let us unite around one thing that matters to most, or to most. The future of Sinoe County, all right? Sinoe County, the future is major to us. And then in closing, the closing thought that I got from our superintendent, he said, I do not promise miracles. He's not bringing miracles to us. He promised movement. I do not promise perfection. I promise excellence. Mr. Slavion said, I do not promise peace. He said he promised efforts. He's going to make efforts to make sure that we live in peace. No tribalism, no sectionalism, no clanism, no counterism, all those different things. No. And he said together, let us live beyond our old ways and usher in a new era. Okay, that's Mr. Slavion. Okay. He said new era, that line is crucial, so I'll read it into time. He said, together let us live beyond our old ways and usher in a new era of dignity, discipline, and sustainable development. That was Alexander Nah Slewion, the new superintendent of Sinoe County. Patrick, when he said that speech wasn't overly ambitious, I don't know what is it. If you have any reaction to what I just said, because I just gave a whole comprehensive overview of the speech, the meat. I just took everything out and put it out to the people so that they know what their superintendent said if you don't listen to him. Patrick, any reaction?
Yeah, so Eva said ambitious speech. I mean,
all right, my man, internet is glitching up. Let's see, you're gonna come back.
Okay,
go ahead. You go now. You go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, in the context of what Anrochie, said he was going to do. Yeah, that was what I noticed. I said because I don't know how he goes about achieving those things. I'm not convinced yet that Slavion is a superintendent for the next 4 years. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, I'm not sure yet he's a superintendent for the next 4 years. But I'm sure he's a superintendent in most 3 years. Yeah, most 3 years. And resources are scarce. So building health centers, why can't we just equip and improve the health centers instead of building new ones? For instance, like we're talking earlier just now about school buses, right? Yesterday the CEO of the county education officer was telling us that there are no qualified teachers. There are no qualified teachers in Sinoe. The issue of qualified teachers, the issue of oh my God.
Yeah, I'm following.
Yeah, sorry. The issue of qualified teachers is a problem. In fact, in Sinoe County, in the Tier 1 district, two schools there have been relegated. Two schools in Tier 1 district have been relegated because they don't have the required quality of teachers. They don't have teachers' quality. They don't have facilities. They don't have everything that is required to be a school. Okay, so in the same way, to build care facilities, 20 rooms. But even in Sinoe County, as big as old as Sinoe is, do we even need a 20-room hospital? Edgewood Grand Hospital is less than 90 beds. All right, it doesn't even have all the equipment we need there. All right, it needs relocation. So what can we say? Okay, you know what? We can relocate Edgewood Grand Hospital to an ideal location. We can take the hospital from over there to an ideal location, and then the current facility we have there as a hospital can be used as a nursing training center. We can use it as a medical college, for students at the community college, at the university there. So I think it's you are right. You are right to say that I did not go in depth. I must acknowledge. I agree. I did not go in depth. I think I'm listening on the surface, but I'm happy. I'm very grateful to you that you took your time. You know, the sportsmen of the gods and the ancestors, we don't want to come and flip, and brush it with something. Yeah, he wants to go in depth. He wants to know exactly that what he's saying. He understands it. He knows as well. So I think that's a fact. But it's ambitious. In other words, I must agree with you. Yeah, I must take my words back. Earlier, I said the speech is not ambitious. It was short, but ambitious. Yeah,
Yep.
in a few words, it's a bigger things. Things that are not easily achievable, but maybe with resilience, with determination, with resources, with commitment, he can achieve them. Yeah, he can achieve them. But Sano, it's not easy to achieve something there. That country is stubborn to meet. It's hard to meet. Yeah, that country is not easy to meet, my man.
All right, Patrick, let's get to our next topic here, which is our draft budget, of Liberia, which is, I think the lawmakers, they are kind of going over it right now and doing budget hearing and different things. Patrick, so let's talk about our budget here. The 2026 draft budget, 1.2 billion. First time in the history of Liberia. Patrick, that information, it requires a breaking news. We'll be right back. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of Sino. A nation in West Africa, Liberia, that gained her political independence in 1847, July 26. In 2025, after 178 years, her budget finally hits the billion. Okay, so now our budget for 2025, 2026 fiscal budget for the country, development budget is $1.2 billion. Okay, that's not Liberian dollar, US dollars. Now, Patrick, go ahead. Again, I took some time and went through the document, but let's just get your thought first.
Yes, so thank you. My thoughts will always be shorter while yours are exhaustive, because we want our people to have a clear understanding of exactly what we're talking about here. But let me begin with to say $1.2 billion is nothing to clap for. It's nothing to praise here. It's nothing to celebrate. I mean, if there should be celebration, a few persons in this country will be celebrating, meaning the executive will be celebrating, the legislature will be celebrating, the judiciary will be celebrating. The budget has nothing for the common man to celebrate. So here's something. So here's my thing. Before I was born, did the budget work for the people of Liberia? Yes, the budget worked for them. From time to Dota, the budget worked for the people. For Charles Taylor, he did nothing. So I can say I don't know if he ever had a budget. But his budget did not work for the people. Maybe you buy arms, and stuff like that. But I think some kind of way his policy do a work for the people. For instance, in Sino, where we used to have Katemara, the man who used to beat workers, but not going to work on time. Oscar Cooper, former Maggie County Senator, he used to run a logging company there for Inland. Inland was not paying taxes to government, but government said, Inland, what you should do, make sure you give the people what they want. So all the rules in Sino, Inland used to face all the rules in Sino. Inland, electrified Greenville from the port all the way to Lexington, Louisiana, other places. So 24/7 current was in Greenville from Inland alone. Then Inland also, Inland, in fact, Inland was the first company that running the Greenville City Hall since 1976. That's from the it was dedicated. The first time it was ever renovated was in 2001. It was renovated by Inland Group of Company. Modernized it, put curtains, put modern windows, everything you see there today. And the worst part, like Inland put it there. Then some of the streets, Inland opened up some of the streets. So in the mud houses in Greenville, people could have foreign there, everything was there. So Tila never had a budget, but at least some kind of way, his company, the companies that were operating illegally, doing all that thing, they were somehow giving back to the people. Even in Guinea Bissau County, OTC opened up all the rules in Guinea Bissau. OTC was doing a marvelous job there. Last in Grand Guinea and other places, La was doing a marvelous job there. And so all over the country. Now came the Second War, and then came. Did the budget work for any time? The budget did not work for the people. The budget did not work for the people. Because for any time, she took the budget from 80 million in the first year to then 350 million, and then she levied, I think, about 500 million. Yeah, she levied 500 million before she left. Yes. Now, when the budget is at 350 million, you got over 250 million going to services, to salaries, and government debts and all of that. What is there for development for the people? Nothing. We are king, and it took it from 500 million, at least 11 at 800 million plus. The budget did not work for the people. Most of the money goes into the pockets of the president, the vice president, the speaker, the deputy speaker, the chief pro tem, the chief justice, and associate justices, as well as other people in government ministries and agencies. They take bulk of the money, and then the people have nothing. So $1.2 billion at the age of 179 years on the continent of Africa is nothing to clap for, because in the first place, 200 million is nothing that is a promise. 200 million of that money is a promise. Meaning, if the AstraZeneca deal goes through successfully, AstraZeneca will give 200 million. So let's say the budget is 1 billion. The budget is 1 billion. Now, we can be sure also too that other institutions will commit based on prevailing circumstances. So when you do all the subtractions and everything, all the setbacks, then you come back to the same 800 million. So the whole budget there, 400 million is not guaranteed. 400 million on that budget is not guaranteed. So let's come back to 800 million. That 800 million there, 75% of that budget, it goes for salary. 75% of that budget goes for services. 75% of that budget, it goes for other things that even don't benefit the people. So what is there for the people to clap for, to celebrate, and to say, yes, our country is moving forward? Nothing. So the budget is there, the name is so ambitious, the name is big, and people are clapping all over the place. But the impact on the people is not even there, it's even minimal. Look at, go to Greenville, for example. Let's put the budget in Greenville. Let's put the budget in Greenville, or let's put it in Sinoe. On that budget, Sinoe can get 200,000. And nowadays, in fact, the government always announces 200,000 for county development funds, but at the end of the day, the counties don't even get 200,000. Sometimes the counties get 60,000. Sometimes they get 40,000. Like the last transfer they did on the first year of President Blanca transfer, they transfer 86,000. How much is outstanding right here? 200,000. We move 86,000. 14,000. 114,000. It has not gone to the county and across the whole country. That's how it looks like. So before we can say the budget will make impact for the people, when the lawmakers increase the county development funds from 200,000 to 1 billion each county, then we can say, okay, you know what? The national budget goes towards services, it goes towards debts, it goes towards salaries. Now the county development funds now that's $1 million, at least it goes towards development in the counties. But brother, We can only clap, we can only smile, we can only play politics out of the whole thing, that whole thing. And it's just political charade sometimes that we are fanatics, we as apologists, we the government people, we clap for it because we know what is there for us. And our bosses will give us something, with your hand out. But the budget of Liberia does not work for the people, the common man. It doesn't impact the common man. It doesn't affect education. It doesn't affect agriculture. In fact, how much is in that budget for agriculture? We'll talk about agriculture, the first item on the arrest agenda, agriculture. What is there? Nothing is there. You took 10 million, you took 10 million of government money for somebody to go put it into infrastructure that we have no impact on the country all the way in 4 years, for example. You think the government have put that 10 million into agriculture across the country, the dividends will not be good? It will be good. So the budget is a paper that the people will celebrate because they have been brainwashed to believe that the budget is for them. For century, for more than a century, the people have been made to believe that the Liberian government has been working in their interest. But I'm here today to tell the people of Liberia, to tell those who are listening to me, yes, in his concluding statement in his Gettysburg address, he defined democracy in the context of America or maybe of all civilized nations to say the government of the people, the government for the people and by the people shall not perish from the surface of the earth. Yes, our constitutionalists, the famous of our constitution also, they borrowed from that phrase, from that clause, they borrowed from that speech, and they brought into the constitution of the period in Article 1 to say, all right, Sir Lincoln said, democracy is the government of the people for the people and by the people. So we will say here too, the government here, all power of the government is inherent in the people, and the people shall have the power to do whatever they want to do with the government. Through elections, through appointment, everything like that. The government has been elected over the period, over and over. Whether it's from Tottenham time coming to this time, or meaning from early time to now, the government has been elected. This government, the power you have given them, they have seized the power. They have used the power against you. They have abused the power, and they have used the power to enrich themselves every 6 and 9 years. Why you remain in added poverty? Your life don't improve. You don't go anywhere. You remain right in your village here. You grow older, and now they're even coming back to say, "Why? You know what? You are too much on the payroll. In fact, you're the chiefs. I'm talking to you. You are now even too much on the payroll. So you find they come to take you from there. Or to cut your number down so that you can now go back to the farm, or you don't even have the strength. They don't give you money. They don't give you loan." To conclude, let me tell you what the budget can do for people in poor countries and what governments can do. There was a man called Franklin Roosevelt. He came to power in 1930 in America. When he came to power, that time America was going down. America was going down. But you know what the man did? Just one thing that he did. Under his administration, under his policy, he got something about agriculture. In the agriculture, he did not import rice into the country. No. He called the farmers. He said, "Y'all come. Y'all come. If you want tractors, he gave you tractors. If you want money, he gave you money. Anything you want to make sure you produce food for American people, he gave it to you." That's what he did. That's what he did. In fact, he made several laws. That one law was called the Farm Administration Act. The Farm Administration Act. That act provided loans to farmers, empowerment to farmers, and today America is the largest contributor to the World Food Program and to the WFP. There we are in Liberia. We can feed ourselves, but our government talks about agriculture and everything here. The whole budget. Look, our whole budget is a breeze for you. Nothing there for you, the people of Sinoe, for you, the people of Lofa, the people of Grand Gila, the people of Nima, and all over the country. There is nothing there for you. It's for the people who themselves put it together and they're the ones who don't eat the budget. Thank you.
All right, Pastor, thank you. Let me come to here. All right, now, we are talking about Liberia's budget 2026. And our talking point is inside Liberia's 1.2 billion national draft budget. And we have a fundamental question, Patrick. We say, where will the 1.2 billion go? And what does it offer the people? Now, in order to know what the budget offers the people, let us go inside, because that's what I'm here for. Let us dive deep into the budget, because I think I saw this interview Darius did on had. And one salient point he made was that the leaders, they don't read. And not only Liberia, not only leaders alone, it's across the country. There is a word called illiteracy. Illiteracy. A. So when somebody is illiterate, the person can read and write, but they don't like to read. Okay? And that's what a lot of our leaders are grappling with. So the document is about 70 some pages in it. Okay? So the men, they don't have the time. So those numbers that the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning and the team of Kafuan and they put in there, you have minimal changes made because a lot of guys, they don't have the time to go through the document. They don't want to read. Okay. So let me see some of the things when I read the budget, some of the details or numbers that I took from there, Patrick. So you see, I'm big on language, right? So a line that I got from the budget, for example, they say expenditure priorities, and allocations, right? So when you say priorities, that's something that you prioritize that you want to do, right? So they say expenditure priorities and allocations. And then they said recurring expenditure. Okay, Patrick, they put big words in the recurring expenditure. That the thing that will be coming back over and over again. The paying salaries and the compensation, the lubrication for vehicles, they call them recurring expenditure, right? So they divided the budget into two. So they say recurring expenditure would be 9 million. 929.6 million. 929.6 million would be for recurring expenditure, right? Then they say it represents 76.7% of the total national budget. Okay, imagine that. The total national budget, you got 76% of that budget going to recurring expenditure, paying salary, paying lubrication, buying cars or government official, recurring expenditure. How to imagine? 76% of the budget, it goes to that. Okay? It says that the budget is centered around two pillars, all right? The first pillar is, again, recurring expenditure, which sustains daily operations and essential services, all right? Daily operations. And then two, the public sector investment plan, right? Which drives infrastructure-led growth and community transformation, okay? So the first pillar, which is recurring expenditure, we talk about how to sustain daily operation and those things, it takes 76% of the budget, Patrick. All right? So, and it says that the public service plan receives 281.5 million allocated. I want to put in the public service, all right, representing 23.2% of the total budget. Patrick, how is it that your recurring expenditure will take most 76%? And they say the public sector, where they will be doing infrastructure, it takes 23% of the budget. Okay, so you see where the problem is already in the country. And they go on to say in the budget, they say public administration sector. So they put 145.8 million in there. Municipal government sector, they put 66.90 million in that. To strengthen governance, they put 34.242 million. Security and rule of law, 151.83 million. They put in there. Healthcare or the health sector, 101.71 million. That's what they put in there. All right, let's say I just call this some numbers from the budget, right? You will see some of the problems will be how like this short the pathway. They said social development services, 16.12 million. Education is 123.98 million for education. Energy and environment, 78.19 million. Agriculture, pillar number 1 of the arrest agenda, they put 13.66 million in there for agriculture. 13 million. Patrick, put your pay in that number. 13.66 million. That's what they put in agriculture. Infrastructure and basic services, 133.21 million. Industry and commerce, 16.24 million. Now they talk about public debt portfolio. So get money that will owe people out there, external debt and domestic debt, right? So they say is as of September 2025, the country's total public debt is still at 2.70 billion. Patrick, that's a debt you get. That's your country debt. 2.770 billion. That's your current. But so Patrick, guess what? You are doing what they call deficit spending. Your debt is more than your budget. Okay, so you have a serious problem. Now the 2.70 billion debt. So how they going to pay it from the budget? So they say the 1.2 billion dollars. So of that money, they will put 1.8 billion into domestic debt. Okay, 1.8 billion. They will put that into domestic spending to defray, so which will be 40% of the portfolio. So your domestic debt is 40% of your budget. Okay, external debt. They say they're going to put. Let me see. For example, let's say domestic debt. Let me take that back. Domestic debt of the country, right? Because they say the total domestic debt is 2.70 billion, right? So of that amount, the domestic debt is 1.08 billion. Okay, which represents 40.2% of the budget of the portfolio. Then external debt, we owe also external vendor, whatever countries, we owe them 1.62 billion, which is 59.9% of the total. Okay, so that's the money you owe external people, the government, bank, crediting and borrowing money. So 1.62 billion, and the bank credited from banks in the country, which is 1.08 billion. Okay, so that one put together, you got 2.70 billion debt to pay. Okay, so now for the budget, they say how they're going to pay. What percent of the budget will go into paying the domestic and the external debt? So they say here, total allocation for debt servicing. Okay, the total allocation for the external and the domestic, right? They say total allocation will be 230 million. So the total for the 1.2 billion, they will take 230 billion, and then of that amount, they will put 159 million for domestic debt. They will put it towards domestic debt, or they call it domestic obligation. And then they will put 68 million for external debt payment. Okay, Patrick, I don't understand this one, right? Okay, they say the external debt is 1.62 billion, which is 59% of your all the debt you owe. But they put 68 billion or 68 million towards that. And the one that is less, which is the domestic debt, they put 159 million towards that. I thought it's supposed to be the other way around, but anyway, I'm not an accountant, so I don't want to challenge that one. So now let's come to the lawmakers. How much the budget, the 1.2 billion, how much they put there for the lawmakers? The legislature, they put here, before then it was 41 million they got before, but this one it gone up. right now for the lawmakers, they got here $51,710,390. Now when they put the lawmakers, 51 million. All right, now they broke it down. Patrick. They said for the House of that 51 million, the House of Representatives, they will put in here 31 million. They just say 31.4 million to make it short for the House of Representatives. You're talking about 73 men and their staff. They got 31 million out of the budget. Then the Senate, 30 senators and their staff, they gave them 16 million. Okay, 16 million. Okay, Patrick, I just told you for agriculture, the pillar 1 of Joseph Boakai arrest general is agriculture. They put 13 million there. Okay, then they gave lawmakers 31 million, the House of Representatives. Then they gave the senators 16 million. Patrick, you don't see the disconnect? Why are we backing people outside to come feed us? We have to call Chinese people then to come get you rice. That's what the problem is. So here they say, now let's go into it. Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, for Joseph Boakai Affairs. The men that are coming to rescue us. Patrick, let's listen to how much they put for Joseph Boakai. The Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. It says Presidential Affairs. It's not for the Liberian people affairs. It's not for Sinoe County affairs. It's not for local county affairs. Presidential affairs. Patrick, they put here 15 million or 15.1 million for Joseph Boakai. 15.1 million. I'm going to put there. Then you got EPS, Executive Protection Service, Patrick. That still goes to Joseph Boakai alone. The EPS, they put here 9.1 million. You see, Patrick, they do these things to steal. So they put it in different area, and then it still goes to the president or to the guys at the top. All right. So for the EPS, the executive, the president and family, and Jeremiah Kuhn and the people they protecting, they put 9.1 million in it. Okay. Office of VP, Jeremiah Kuhn, you know how much they put there for him? After they put the EPS to protect them, they get Jeremiah Kuhn 3.2 million. 3.2. Patrick, I want you to circle some random number and circle post stars around some of those numbers. There's a reason why I'm calling these numbers. Okay. They get Jeremiah Kuhn 3.2 million. Vice President. They got Ministry of Agriculture. Okay. 9.5 million here they put here. Let's go to community colleges, Patrick. Community colleges. I'm not going to list all of them, but let's see a few of the community colleges. Those are the institutions that educate people that will add value to the country, right? Let's look at the allocation. You just get the vice president got 3.2 million. Joseph Boakai got 15.1 million. And then to protect him, they put additional 9.1 million. Okay, let's look at how much they give community college, Patrick. Bombing County Community College, 1.3 million. That's what they give Bombing County. The vice president got 3.2 million. Joseph Boakai got 15 million. To protect them, they put 9 million. But community college, Bombing County, they put 1.3 million. Nima County, 1.8 million. They put there for Nima County. Lofa County, Patrick, Joseph Boakai put here 2 million, 2.4 million for Lofa County. Joseph Boakai got 15 million, but he gave the county, the community college, $2 million. That's why you know for our children to be educated, they gave them 2 million. Grand County, the county of Darke Saryorpodeh Esoteric, my protected county, they play one apart from. Patrick, you know how much they give me? And I need 1 million. And less than 1 million. They put here for Grand Gillette 859,147. I want to get that one good for Grand Gillette County. Guinea Bissau 871,802. That one good for Guinea Bissau County. Let me tell you about Sinoe County, Patrick. You see, this is why you need people to be in the Capitol building to advocate for you. You know why Nima County got 1.8 million? Because they get people that are talking for them. You know what? Lofa get 2 million because they get Joseph Weka, they get the lawmakers from there that advocated for Lofa to get 2 million. But Sinoe County, Patrick the poor year, $694,970. That was good for you. That what Sonny Boy Noah, Romeo Kuya, Samson Weah, Augustine Chie, and Creton Docking, that what they can do for us. That what we deserve. Even though they would tell me, say, oh, no, that they draft budget from the Ministry of Finance from the president's side. It's not the law. Patrick, the people will not read the budget because they don't want to read 74 or 73-page document. So they will not read it. So the numbers will remain there. So basically, Noah will sit there. Romeo Kuya will sit there. Augustine Chia, who writing about law on Facebook 24/7, he will sit there. And they will, I mean, the other one wants to be president, Quentin Donkey, he all over the place. They gave them $694,970. That's how much we deserve, Patrick. Meanwhile, Joseph Baka alone, he getting 15 million. Jeremiah Kuhn alone getting $3 million. Patrick, we finished in that country. The House of Representatives, Sonny Boy Noah, they got 31 million out of the budget. Romeo Kuya got 31 million out of the budget. But Sinoe County, we get 600,000. Now, how much our children will learn, that what will make our children to be educated, to compete with the rest of the world, the rest of the counties in the country, that 600,000 will do it. Patrick, we finished because we got the wrong people in power. They won't care for themselves. Augustine Chia, their power, how much they pay? 60 million for themselves, 30 of them, and their staff. But they gave us 600,000. Okay, that's the problem you have in your country. And now, after 178 years, you're still gyrating, you're still spinning at the same point because these guys are avaricious. They are greedy. It's about themselves. It's not about the people. That's the budget there. So over here, Patrick, the numbers I just gave you at the beginning. Let's look at foreign travel for them. The lawmaker, the government official, when they are doing foreign travel, how much they put there? So for foreign travel, they say 178,245. Foreign travel. Foreign travel allowance. When they go out there, when they travel, so they can put little thing in their pocket. Foreign travel allowance. So they put here, Patrick, 128,372. For their pocket change when they travel out of the country, foreign travel. It's about themselves, Patrick. So they said domestic travel, after when they travel out of the country, they posted it there. Okay, now when they are going around the country, when they go and see the people that elected them, they need some money too now to chill, to go bluff in front of the people. So they got to show a B ring to us. So they got to put something in the budget. Romeo Kuya got to wear a B ring as well. All right. So domestic travel, what they put here? $58,730 for domestic travel. Then again, Patrick, domestic travel allowance, they got to put something in their pocket too. So over here, they put $3,724. You know, when they're going out there, they got to get a little thing in their pocket. Then they say for fuel and lubricants, vehicles, for their car then, they want to put fuel inside and gas and everything, Patrick. After they put 31 million in the budget, right? They have to put special money on the side for them to put gas in their car, Patrick. So over here, they put $4 million. Okay, 4.9 million for lubricant, you know, excluding their $31 million, Patrick. Like bro, finish. Then they say fuel and lubricants for generator. Okay, for their generator too now, Patrick, we got to pay for it too now. Then the proper got to pay for the generator and for Sonny Boy Noah generation to keep running for Romeo Kuya generator. So over here they put $335,310 in there for their generator then. Oh, Liberia. Then they say object of expenditure. They won't give you the object expenditure now, Patrick. They say entertainment. You know, you gotta entertain a man now. Sonny Boy Noah, they gotta dance, they need music, you gotta drink some liquor too now. So they put entertainment. They gotta put something there for entertainment for themselves. Patrick, that's thing I'm talking about, my whole heart burning. Patrick, when I went to Liberia 2020, and I saw little children when we were coming from the airport, little babies, kids, they are in the street at night. I think about 10 o'clock, they are in the street. What they're looking for, I don't know. The kids, during the day, you're there, Patrick, buy your cookies here, the children running around among the cars, then they buy your plenty chip, and these guys don't care. They pass by them with their tinted glasses, cars, and they pass by them. So they put entertainment here for them. They say entertainment, representation, and gifts. They put $748,002 for that one entertainment. Then I don't know what the other one they call other. Is it they call it other compensations? Other compensations. I don't know what that one is. The inner one part of the poor $4.3 million for other compensation. Patrick, Liberia will remain over there forever, and people will be suffering. For other Patrick, what the heck is other compensation? Who the other compensation going to? They are $4.3 million. For Joseph Becker, the Sonny Boy, Noah, those guys, the top guys, that didn't want other compensation. Over here, the poor constituent visit. Okay? Patrick, okay, they said domestic travel, right? Domestic travel, they put $58,730. Okay? Then again, the guys constituent visit, they put additional money there again. Patrick, why do people do they exploit their people like that? Why? So for constituent visit, when somebody want to go to district number 3, they put here $119,585 for that one. Okay? So that's why when you see the guys, they are shining, because they make all these different tricks. They create different room in the budget to maneuver, you know? And it's, oh, we're suffering. No, you are not suffering. You got all the money to yourself. All right? So, Patrick, legislative committee, when they got to do hearing, right? Legislative committee hearings. You know how much they put there? $6.8 million. All right? When people come, when the president nominate people, when they come for hearing to them, oh yeah, they need money for that too. So they put $6.8 million in there, Patrick. Hey, Liberia, man. Hey, man, the country. Then they say, Patrick, you know, they put furniture and fixture. They need furniture too now. They got to furnish their houses, their offices now. They got to put furniture there. So how much they put there for furniture? $300,000 for their furniture there, Patrick. Liberia, the real Liberia. Patrick, okay, now I'll show you the county for the school, community colleges. How much they put there for county development? All right. County development funds. How much they put there? Let's look at those numbers. All right. So for Sinoe County, Patrick, you know how much put there? $211,000. Now what would develop Sinoe County? $211,667. That your development fund there for you. That thing can't even build one palava hut. No. But the men, they got 31 million for the 30 for the representatives. Sonny Boy, Noah, 73 million. 31 million. The senator, the 30 senator, they got 60 million. But the men get 211,000 for Sinoe County for development. Nima County, the guy, yeah, I think it's they put 7 million for Nima County. For Grand Bissau, they put here 5 million for Grand Bissau. For Monserrato, $464,642. Then they got River's, $211,000, and then for River G. I mean, I just go through all those numbers, but this is what you got for Sinoe County. Nobody is advocating for you. So $211,000, whether you get that full amount, that's another story. That is another story. So that why your country is not developing, Patrick. Because when the counties are developed, guess what? Monrovia will not be congested. Because once you send the money to the county and you have good leaders, the lawmakers, they are holding those guys accountable, making sure that the monies are used for the internal purpose. You have the county developing, people going there for jobs. You have Monrovia to be decongested. But the guys get the money to themselves. So you get 211,000. That what will develop Sinoe County. All right. So Patrick, let me so over here, if you look at the Speaker of the House, the Poya Speaker, your man who over there, you say you caught the elephant the other day, right? Your man Kun, they Poya $1.4 million for him. The man got the elephant now. He went also in the big forest and he brought the elephant down. So they gave Kun here $1.4 million. And Sinoe County for development, they gave $211,000. Oh yes, that will develop the country. Y'all gave Kun the money. Deputy Speaker, your man Thomas Fala, how much they gave Deputy Speaker? $1.4 million. Your man said, you know what? Your man Fala said, you know, Kun, you can't get more money. You gotta be equal share. So your man got $1.4 million, and then the Deputy Speaker got $1.4 million. And then the Senate Pro Tem. I don't know why the Deputy Speaker should get more money than the Senate, but you know, maybe Yomri Kanga Lawrence say, you know, I love Liberian people, I love the Bissau people. You'll break it down small. So they say, you know what? They put here $958,926 for her. Yes, that is Patrick. Hey, Liberia. So Patrick, I just tired with the numbers. I just want to get the people of Sinoe County, the people of Liberia, what your lawmakers are doing, what your leaders are doing for you. The money all goes to them. It's not coming to you. It's not. So, Patrick, if you want to react to anything, we can go to our next topic.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, CEO, for the exhaustive, breakdown. Yes, that's what I love you. And that's why you remain the voice of the people, the spokesman of our ancestors. So, yeah, everything. Oh, I'm sorry. So everything I said from your breakdown, from your detailed breakdown, everything I said has been confirmed and affirmed that the budget is not for the people. But out of ignorance, out of illiteracy, out of poverty, when somebody who is in government, a big government official on Facebook, when he pressing the budget, when he clapping for the government for a large budget, we the poor that have no idea as to what the government is praising, an MD that is going to make so much money from the budget, you come on your post and you say, yeah, so true. And so the budget is not for the people. And everything that was broken down by the CEO, everything that was said, exactly what I said. The budget is not for the people. The fact that even agriculture accounts for 13 million. Agriculture accounts for 13 million. And you could even find community colleges, even a low float of the budget. Then it says that Liberia is not ready for improvement. And there are only a few things, okay? There are only a few things that improve nations. There's an American author that's Francis Wallen. Yeah, Francis Wallen. He wrote a book called How Book Moves Nations. How Book Moves Nations. When you read that book, you will realize that only one thing moves nations, and that thing is education. Because when people have the knowledge, when they have the education, every other thing they have to do will come in. Infrastructure will come in. That knowledge carved Mount Rushmore. That knowledge built the Statue of Liberty. That knowledge built the roads, the railway system, the aircraft, the ships, the cars, everything are just education building them. Education. So when you give the people education, you give them everything. Everything that they need, they will ever need, you give it to them. But you're going to build this, you're going to build that. So, see, you said it all. The budget is not for the people. But my question to you is, my question to the audience, does the government have to pay for entertainment for public officials too? Does the government have to pay for generators or electricity for public officials too? Does the government have to pay for furniture for public officials too? Does the government have to pay for domestic staff or public officials too? Does the government have to pay for traveling allowances for public officials too? Then what happens to their salaries, to the fat salaries? When a lawmaker, for example, makes $15,000, and a commissioner at LTA, for example, makes up to $10,000, and other people in other areas making more than that, then where does the salary go? Where does it go? A government should be paying for condoms. Yeah, government should put money in your pocket to buy condoms, to buy liquor. I mean, government put money in your pocket to do other things. Where does the salary go now? Please answer me. Where does the salary go? Then what is the answer to the salary? Why pay you big money now if a government will be paying for all these small things too? What is the answer to the salary?
Yeah, Patrick, thank you. I think we're at a transition, but there's something you say, I mean, to an extent, I agree with you. But I think one of the musicians in Liberia said something. He said, I think Charles Taylor repeated a similar thing. He said, there are, I think, 3 sets of people in the world, right? You got white man, you get black man, you get Liberian man. Okay? So, so when you right now, the people that are educated in the country, that are running the country, because you said when you get the people knowledge, you give them everything. And in the context of Liberia, I don't know what I agree with that, because the people that are running the country, they are educated people. And see what they're doing to their own people, those that are not educated, So it's arguable, because those that are educated with the knowledge are the ones that are using their knowledge to suppress the people, instead of using that knowledge to improve the condition of those that don't have the knowledge. I mean, even though some of them in there, they don't have knowledge, I don't want to use blanket, but for the most part, the minister of the guy that prepared the budget, Kafua, he's highly educated, I mean, those guys that run the various ministries, they are educated. With the exception of maybe the legislature, where some of the guys they go there based on people vote, So it does not necessarily follow your credential. But for the presidential, for the cabinet official, you have to be vetted in order to get the job, But elected official, Sonny Boy, no other, they over there, the folk code, they in the Capitol building, they're wearing sunglasses, Yes, these guys right here, So that's the downside of democracy. Yeah, I think I took the picture down. But now, Patrick, I don't want to make the show too long, right? So we came at 11. It's now 1 o'clock. So I want to defer the next. I think we got like 4 talking points. Unless you want to talk about the I think the United Party rally, we can run over that quickly.
Yeah. So let's just remain with what we are on right now. It's important for our people. Let's remain with it. Then we can defer the other 2 issues, and or we can talk about one. Then we'll do one.
Yeah, but I just want to just leave, like you rightly said, let's leave it as is, and just leave what we discussed right now, and let it be like that and the next one we'll put it to the next show to talk about it. But yeah, the people of Sinoe County, we just broke down the budget to you, and you own it for development. You got 211,000 that was good for you, for your community college. You get 600,000. That was Sonny Boy Noah and all the guys you can put in the budget for you. I mean, again, if from the executive, that's a draft for the executive. But the guys will not read. Sonny Boy Noah does not have time to read $100,000 budget. I mean, pitches. He doesn't have that time. Yeah. So the guys will not read it. They will just say, "Oh man, you're putting and vote for it." So now, Pastor, let's bring the viewers in. Let's bring their comments in here. All right. I'm seeing Morris following from Stephen Tobo Estee. Okay, thank you for following, Bolly. Let's see here. Boyka Kamara following from the compound of Voice of Sinoe. Okay, thank you for following. Mr. Mondibu said, every year budget always caters to the needs of executives, legislators, and judiciary members. That is so true. If you look at the budget, that's why it is right now. Esoteric, the budget of $1.2 billion has been drafted mainly and purposely for the executive and legislative branches, respectively. There is nothing in the draft budget for the civil servants. Okay, that's the view of Mr. Maya Mondabu. So some of these things, they are longer, so I will have to read it from a device here. That's the only way I can read it in full. So that was starting from the bottom here. Let's see, my man Tutte is already always writing essays, you know. So I don't know whether I have the time to read the whole essay here for him. He said, Tutte said, as a proud and permanent son of Sinoe County, I would like to join my fellow Sinoeans or fellow citizens in extending sincere congratulations to our newly appointed superintendent. Although I did not have the opportunity to listen to the superintendent's speech, one that has been widely praised as exceptional, and I would like to emphasize an important point. Sinoe has never been short of intelligent, capable, and visionary leaders. The real challenge has never been a lack of brilliance, but rather the absence of a strong system of accountability. What Sinoe and Liberia as a whole urgently needs is a governance framework that holds every leader accountable or answerable to the people and devoid of friendship ties, party loyalty, family connections, or healing interests. Our resources must serve the citizen collectively, not a select few in positions of authority or their close associates. True progress can only be realized when a leadership is not just admired for speeches and promises, but measured by integrity, transparency, and the responsible use of power for the benefits of all. All right, that's Alexander's total over there for you. And we have Mr. Mondabu again, another comment. The guy took that time, so let's get involved here. Good speech, Mr. Superintendent, and we hope you follow through what you have said and not just big mouth speech, because there have been many people before you and even after you. Therefore, I'm appealing to you not to bring shame to us. Okay, that's Mr. Mondabu there. And Lloyd Patrick Bolue, I agree with you about those schools in the district. Even the Pine Town School has been relegated to junior high school. Okay, think about that. Instead of making progress to be having universities and all those things, they will coming down to junior high, elementary. Okay, Genesis, I'm following you live from Police Academy Junction, resident outside of Monrovia. Okay. And Mr. Mondabu also said here, I'm praying for our county's new superintendent to be the leader of all Sinoeans and not the Crew tribe. Only President Boyka believes in him, and President Boyka believes in him, and he should definitely uphold the trust that the president saw in him. We are all looking forward for better governance in Sinoe County, because those that came before him failed us, and he should be the guide to differentiate himself and be able to set precedent after his tenure, and that the next administration will definitely follow. Okay, that's Mr. Mondabu there. We have here Ortega said, I'm watching from Unification City, Tajuan District, Sinoe County. We have Mr. Mondabu again. Esoteric, thank you very much for the continuity of this podcast, for informing our people of the important issues of our county and the state of affairs of our country. Thank you, sir. And the Arizona Chief Maya Mondabu, good morning to you, sir. And we have here Mr. Mondabu, good morning, J. Arizona Tote. And we have Mr. Madu. I'm hoping that come 2029, our people will find good reasons to vote for some of these so-called representatives and senators, and not for bags of rice that they have been giving you in the past for your votes. Your votes should be respected and not taken for granted. Alexander Toto got another essay here. Let's see what he said, what he wrote here. Let's see. I got that. Again, we're just getting you guys in here because, again, you took your time. Let's see what Alexander Toto wrote here again. Let me go all the way up here. Hoping. So Toto said, the guy always read it both. He said, Dr. Saryorpodeh Esoteric, good morning to you and your co-host Patrick. I'm writing to you from the beautiful state of Minnesota, commonly known as the land of 10,000 lakes. Firstly, I want to sincerely thank you for the great show and the well-structured talking points you both outlined for today's discussion. I was particularly drawn to one of the questions raised. What is the Unity Party breaking on December 6th? Well, in response to that question, my view remains straightforward. The Unity Party, as we have come to know over the years, is not breaking anything meaningful to the Liberian people on December 6th. History has shown that the greatest strength has not been nation building, accountability, or transformational leadership, but rather the continuous exploitation of the Liberian people's trust and resources. Tutu wanted to say for far too long, promises have been made without delivery. Hopes have been raised, wanted to be dashed, and the ordinary citizen continue to bear the brunt of political deception and unfulfilled agendas. Therefore, expecting anything new, constructive, or genuinely people-centered from them on December 6th will be far-fetched. Thank you once again for the platform you provide to engage in national issues openly, honestly, and without fear. Okay, that's total. Good comment there. And let me see, Chris here. 2029 campaign began. Your leave, the honorable. He is going well for providing an old buses for our school-going children. Anyway, we are monitoring. Okay, that's Chris there for you. We have here Mr. Meyer, Mr. Representative. I hope you are watching this show, and some of us need answers. And Chris also say, 2029 campaign began. Okay, I think I read. I come and repeated it twice or something like that. We have Mr. Modby here, Mr. Representative. You fought for this position over 4 years, and you finally won in your 5th year. And up to now, there is nothing you have done because your father failed us. Okay, somebody there. I don't know who father failed them. Your father was he not anything? I don't know. I don't know what our brother is talking about. Let's see, Mr. Mondu say. He said here. Let's see. Let me just read it from my device. Mr. Queer, happy belated birthday to you. Mr. Representative, I have a question for you. And my question is as follows. I can remember last year when the representatives and senators of each county were giving the amount of $100,000 United States dollars from the administration of President Boykas for the development projects. What was the project or projects did you undertake with that amount of money? Some of us have been waiting and watching you to see or hear, and up to now there is no hair. We are not heard from you until still you are representing us. Okay, Patrick will answer that question. Patrick, a supporter of Mr. Queer. And so let me go through the comment and later on Patrick will react to it. Patrick is a spokesman for the lawmaker. Let's see what comment I'm missing. You make 100% sense. The buses are not even across the district and are not yet functioning. We're only seeing these pictures on Facebook. Okay, there you go. Men are running campaign. That's how I put it to Terry. The people of both Dryson and Tajiwan districts are truly proud and grateful for the 2 school buses provided for our children. This initiative stands as the first of its kind in the history of Electoral District number 3, and it has brought great joy and joy and hope to parents, students, and the entire community. Even if some may choose to refer to these buses as wheelbarrows, our children will still use them to attend school, and we will all watch with pride. Okay, thank you, buddy. That's your view. We can't take it from you. That's Moton. Moton is a precinct of Sonnyboy Noah, so I'm not flabbergasted. I'm not surprised to get that from him. The man got to defend the radio station now. You know, Sonnyboy Noah getting little things, so you got to, if you don't defend it, Sonnyboy Noah will fire you. So you got to say that thing. Following you from Greenville City, Sinoe County. Following from Sinoe, Greenville City. Okay. I'm watching from Capitol Building now. Okay, certain for following Mr. Chia and Mr. Sia. Good afternoon, brother. How are you? And okay, I'm doing great. Okay, these are the comments, guys. A lot of you, I'm here. Kolo said, thanks. I'm watching from Chicago, en route to Liberia. Okay, Mr. Madu is flying to Liberia. Hello, team. How you doing, Shirley? Thanks for not coming today. You will be fun. Patrick always imposing fun, so maybe Patrick will find her. I'm watching from Bannersville, Monserrate County, Liberia. Okay, thank you, Mr. Meyer. And then following from Stephen. Okay, I think I read a comment. So Patrick, these are some of the comments I have here. You know, the guys, they took their time, so we have to respect them to read their comments. All right, so boss, let call it your day. Let me bring you on here so you can give your closing thoughts.
Yes, so let me acknowledge all the comments, all the followers and viewers with great gratitude and appreciation for their time. We are nothing without them. It is because of them we always wanted to be here. We want to say to the people of Liberia, well, you just have to rise sometimes. Yeah. Repeating the same mistakes on all, expecting improved results is nothing than insanity. The power is always in your hands. But the thing is, when you allow yourself to be, riding like horse, like horses, sometimes it becomes bad for you. There is hope. But make sure that you remain positive and contributing to your society. Try on your own, because there is no hope when it comes to the national budget. No hope. The second thing I want to say is Arono's donation to his district, the bosses. That's a very worthy gesture, very good one that is appreciated. But placarding the pictures, I think it's ill-advised. Education is something that discourages politics. Yeah, education discourages politics. So please, I do away with that. All right. And Rokuya again, belated happy birthday to you. So the question I was asked about what he's doing, a great deal of things he's doing. But we are closing now, so we can say. Next Thursday we'll be back with another edition of the show. If you want to come on the show to express your thoughts about issues affecting the country, reach out to us. You can call me directly or call the CEO or call Shirley or any of our team members. All right, but we'll be back next Thursday with another edition of the show. I want to say greetings to all of you who are tuning in, who are following. And my artists at Google, thank you for coming on too. And thanks to Kelvin Brooks, our manager, and everybody else, our CEO, Darke Saryorpodeh and Deputy CEO, Madam Freeman herself. Thanks to all of you for being here today. Goodbye.
All right, Pete, thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are giving you the updates, the breaking news, the insights and reactions. We'll give them to you. We deep dive into the superintendent of Sinoe County, Mr. Nah Slewion's speech. We'll give you the details. We went into the draft budget, $1.2 billion. We'll give you the details of that budget. And you have it. It is now your responsibility to hold your leaders accountable and ask the hard questions. Why is it that you put, say, for example, the elected leaders? Why did you, if you have your representative right now or your senator, why is it that you, the senator, 30 senators, why do you need $16 million and you are giving community colleges $600,000? Or you are giving county development, you are putting county development fund $200,000. Why? Why is it you go to your representative? Why is it that for 73 representatives, you got $31 million? But our community colleges and county development, they don't reach $1 million. Ask those guys the hard questions. Why is it that you are putting, you got constituency visit money there for you, you get domestic travel money there for you, you get domestic allowance there for you, you get foreign allowance for you, all the different things. We're putting gas in your vehicles, we're putting gas in your generator. Why are you getting all the money? Ask your president that you elected. Why, Mr. President, the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, you put $15 million, but you say you bring in agriculture, your agenda, the arrest agenda, the first pillar is agriculture, but then you put $13 million in there, but your office got more money than agriculture. Why is it that to protect you, you get $9 million in the budget? Ask your president no questions. Let it answer to you. You buy furniture, all the different things. You allocate money for every little thing. But the people, the children are not in school, or they are going to underserved schools across the country. And those government officials, their children are not in the country. They are going to advanced schools out of the country. Or when they are going to school in the country, they send their children to foreign schools because they know the schools in the country, they have no value in them. Okay? So it is up to you, the people. If you continue to pray, sing to somebody Noah for all boss, it's up to you. The man said, giving you boy, you put a picture on. If you want to pray, sing for that, that is totally up to you. It's your business. But I think you can do better than this. For somebody to give you all Mandingo or Hande, and they paint it, they put all that writing on it, and they say for students, but you put a picture all on the thing. And no schools on it. No school. I thought it's for students, so it gotta be school on it or something. School bus or something. But the man put something and put a picture there. So guys, this is how we're bringing the curtain down for today. I want to say thank you again. We are here every Thursday because of you. But before I leave you, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page. We have a target right now. Our YouTube page got 300 and some more subscribers. Let's start it small. Tell your friend, your sister, your mom, your auntie, your Judah, everybody just tell them y'all go subscribe to the we need at least 500 right now. Let's hit 500. Let's do it small, right? Let's hit the first 500. So you go on YouTube and hit and just search Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora. Please, that's all I want for you to do. Just go there and hit subscribe and hit notification. That notification button so that when we go live, if you are in the US or in any advanced country or better country in Africa that has access to stable internet service, you can watch it on your big television, and stuff like that. You can do that. And that helps also because once you have more subscribers, YouTube will start to give us some money and we can bring some of our children on board here that get a talent to contribute. I think that's a way we can give back to the county. Okay. So we have our county, let's just say the soccer team, for example, a coming out tournament. Okay. I mean, the committee been settled and all of the superintendent settled the committee. So that's a many. I mean, if we have extra cash coming in, we can donate more money. We made a pledge. The other day we fulfill our pledge to the county. But let that do our part two. Now you're kind of just share the show, subscribe to our YouTube page. That's all you have to do. If you want to participate, fine. If you don't want to, that's also fine. If you have a guest that you want to recommend, inbox us. If you yourself you want to be our guest, definitely reach out to us. There's a young man that been inboxing me. Next year, we want to bring him. He wants to run district number 3 and say he want to be Sonny Boy Noah. So we'll bring the young man. The team will prepare the flyer and we'll send it out. But I want to say thank you so much, all of you that follow us today. I really do appreciate you. You know, yeah, I wish I could call your name right now, but I'm tired. You know, I gotta go. Yeah, I've been talking for like 2 hours right now. You know, so guys, we want to say thank you so much for following Voices Sinoe in the Diaspora. And we are here every Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, and 4 p.m. GMT, Liberian time. Okay, we are here. All right, that being said, let me get my party music here for you. And I will say thanks for watching. And we see you. Let's see. Maybe let me play a go-go again.
Money fanatico fa representative speaker of the house like your Gmk Bolue